So, what's the question?
Well, one thing you can count on in life is change. It's constant. Change is constant. But human beings don't like change. They worry about change. They like things to stay the same.
Changes according to them are good.
Yeah.
So, like, that's what one has to understand. What does not change? The real I does not change. What is changing in your life? Your childhood has changed or not?
No,
Huh?
it's finished.
It has
It's in the
changed.
past.
Yeah. So, like, let's say four words: childhood, giggling of childhood, then teenager, then young
Adult.
adult, and mature old, and uh, senior old. All that are phases
Mhm.
in the life. But the have you changed? Have you means the you are the same. You mean the real I. You have seen those changes of the body and mind, but have you changed means uh, what you call the background is the same.
Right.
I. Uh, the name can change, body change. In the childhood one weight, teenager another weight. Like these are the changes. But the real I is seeing all these changes.
Mhm.
What people put the word, the soul, the spirit, or the real I with the big I. And that's what people indicate when they are in love. You will not change. They want no change. Changeless. What is changeless? You mean the witness. You are witnessing all four stages: childhood, young, or you are witnessing all that. Like the sun does not change, but the phases of moon change. Whose is moon is like different phases. New moon every day is changing.
Yeah, crescent moon, half moon,
Yeah, yeah,
waxing, waning moon, full moon.
yeah. Like the body is growing, 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 and then going to another phase like that. Everything is changing what appears with the two eyes, the animals, plants, tree growing bigger, 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 and then giving seed and fruit, and then again cycle, circle. In the ocean, deep down, changeless. On the surface are changing the waves. One wave is the same wave but is dancing. So when you live full spectrum, the timeless time, changeless change is, then you are big spectrum, spectrum, then you are not affected by changes. That is the word give the lila, the play of the consciousness. So body mind is like the external play of the consciousness, which cannot be divided, cut, changed. Even if you want or you don't want, is still remain beyond changes. Like you go through four stages in the day and night. What are the stages? You are dreaming, you are awake, then sleep, or conscious, unconscious, then again you wake up, sleep. Who is that I? Do you change when you wake up? Oh, I was a different person, or I was something else. You always remember yourself or not?
No,
Huh?
no,
When you wake up, you forget yourself?
no. I thought you meant when we wake up, do we forget some of the dream stuff that where we are something else?
Yeah. So even 5, 10 year events you remember,
Mhm.
but these are the you don't forget yourself. I'm a you always register those notable memory. Memory is like the imprint, impressions. But who is behind the memory? The witness. You are witnessing 5-year-old event. Some accident happened in 10-year-old, 20-year-old. You are noticing all those memories. But you as the presence is remain changeless. So You understand or no?
Yeah, I think so.
The personality keep on changing, whether you want or you don't want.
Mhm.
Your hair is changing or not changing.
Yeah, shape
Your
shifting.
nails are changing or
Sure,
not.
growing. Yeah,
Yeah, okay. And what is not change?
just the consciousness.
Huh? Yeah. So that is seeing the body mind is like the outer layer, outer layer. Like if you want to understand, let's say in the tree in front is a big tree, is every time, every moment is growing, growing, changing, 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 changing. Then it gave the fruit and the seeds, and the seeds sprout, and then again in the cycle. Again, mango tree does not start giving banana tree. It remain eternal. So Mother Nature is the outer layer of the creative intelligence. These are like called yin yang. Yin yang. So like the sun and the moon, yin yang means they look like two different but one and the same. Like the waves are not different from the ocean.
Ocean. Yeah.
Ocean is not different from the waves. But one appear, one does not appear, disappear. Like for example, you don't see the big tree in a tiny, tiny seed. It's like a tiny, tiny seed, but the whole tree is contained in that, included in that. Life goes on. Now, the pure consciousness is absolutely free. Absolutely free means like you want to understand, like you see the lamp, the whole many bulbs, but what is the real element of the lamp light is the electric field. Now, without that, it's a dead beat. Like in this body mind,
Hmm.
7 foot, 6 foot, they throw away in the garbage when the electric means the prana, the chi is gone. Then your so called friends, relatives, all they belong to, they don't want it. Why? Because The consciousness is like the perfume, like electric field is gone, like material people, when the computer doesn't work, they trash.
Hmm.
So everybody wants freedom. Freedom means Mother Nature is everybody wants truth and non-violence. So intelligence is that intelligent which is so profound that living in the world but not of it. What that means, transcendental state, like the electric current comes in the bulb and it lighten up and still not related. It does not get attached or detached with the whole machine. The same way, there are people who get attached to the body, external layer, and then they seem as enjoying, of course, is part of the consciousness, but the truth is, observe it as a witness. Any physical thing, like the best food you like, after a while,
Yeah, you can't eat only that.
yes.
Yeah.
So it's not me talking, you just have human question. What is,
What is my human question?
yeah.
Mm, I think it's human to be challenged by change. Change is just going to happen in life. Physical change, people around you changing, situations, circumstances. So how can we be more go with the flow and accepting?
Yeah, once you have proper understanding, when you have proper understanding, suppose you have a child and your child is growing, you are more aligned, you understand proper, and you are more happy, you see. So naturally, the awareness, intelligence is aligned with the changes and Mother Nature. Flow with the flow automatically when proper understanding, proper clarity. So that's how the sages and seers, they say that you are not you as the body mind, you are whatever is happening, God's will, thy will, divine will, when you see that you as a person is a reflection of the real absolute, then who are you? The name and form is like a bubble in the ocean. Bubble. That's all. It is like a window. Then what is this? Nothing but the God. Whatever they say that Hari Icha. Hari Icha means thy will be done. What it means that I and my doing, my working is only reflection, a shadow. The mind born out of body mind is a shadow. Like when you go outside the room, then the shadow is created. Shadow can create the shadow? No. When you walk out, then the shadow is created.
Yeah, right.
The same way, memory and shadow, they call it the ghostly ghost. Because if the person is not there, the shadow is not there. And person is a shadow of the presence. What is the presence? Which is forever. So the time is a movement. Time is a movement. Birth and death is a movement. What is beyond the birth and death? Timelessness. What is the timelessness? The black hole, the nothingness. That one is the ultimate absolute rest, peace. And that is already don't need to achieve. This is all certified and verified and gifted to you. Then why the mind want no mind? Mind want no mind because it came from the no mind. Like bubble is blowing up, blowing, and then it want to get a, when did it get rest? When it bursted.
Yeah, then it's just part of the rest of the ocean or the rest of the air.
Yeah, bursted. So the air bubble is absolutely satisfied when it's bursted. But the burst is the tension that is given a opportunity uh, by the mother father, you can call godliness, because man has created those words, yin yang. But beyond the yin yang is the Tao. Tao means absolute. Absolute means which cannot be spoken, which cannot be thought, which cannot be judged, which is the wholeness, oneness, absolute, absolute. Man has invented different words, 70 words or 170 words. That's just only like the spider net. Spider net means the play, the lila, and then it bursted, and then it again the returning to the absolute. Relative, relative is a temporary a, a dance, temporary maya, temporary play, temporary consciousness. Mind is not separate from the consciousness, but it is like the shadow. That's why the word called the Maya. And you are more comfortable when you understand this is a time bound. It would leave you, so you don't cry because you already have understood it before. That's why people call the moksha enlightenment, because they will not be suffering and crying when the loved ones come and go, because the shadow, like you don't cry when you leave the dream of yesterday,
Right.
because why? Because you know it was a dreamy dream. So is this 80-year, 90-year dreamy dream. Why and how? Because it's created by the ego, the personality, by the name and form. What was your bank balance before the name and form? What was your face like before it was born? Faceless, nameless, infinite, absolute, which cannot be cut, bought, sold, age, ageless, none of those. Eternal eternity, absolute, or nothingness, nothingness. This is absolute science, but because people don't pay attention, because it's beyond the senses. They want to eat something, smell something, but it's beyond the five senses. Not knowing that no mind is the absolute peace. Why and how? Because when you are drunk or in the sound sleep, you don't want anything. Why you don't want anything? Because very wanting is fake. Very wanting is just temporary illusion. Because whatever is born out of time will decay and die. Why? Memory is a illusory illusion. Memory is just illusory illusion because it's time bound. What people are doing, they take a buy a ticket, or the the white, the European would love to go to China, India, different food, different, and those people they want to come here. It's just only a different circus, because mind, the grass is greener on the other side. Nothing wrong with the pleasure, nothing wrong, but the intelligent one can understand the supreme science of being, science of being. What is that science of being? The grace God has already provided you. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, praise the Lord. Why? Because you are no nothingness. You already not different. All desires are fulfilled effortlessly when you align with the Absolute. Safety, security of a child is when is in the lap of the mother father. It can walk and talk, but not too far.
Mhm.
The same way, living in the world but not of it, all it is the thought, the very thinking, the very thinker want, invent new, but there is nothing under the sun. It appears as new. Why and how? Try to understand it. Like you are dreaming. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are the same dream?
No,
Even
even if you want it to be.
if you want. But so the very wanting, the very desire is illusory illusion. Why? Because it is made of illusion. The mind is a myth. The mind is a myth. And then the mind invent, oh, I'll do this practice, that practice to reach to the God. Hey. It is already given. Don't befool yourself like you're too clever. You want oh, I had a dream last week. I want to repeat. Repeat what? The same way, it's like suppose you like the best food and you want to continue that best food. You are eating a rasmalai for 10, 2 minute, 10 minute. You want 10 hour or
No,
you want 10 months?
not
No.
enough is enough.
But the mind invent that technique. Repeat. What is the repeat? What is the timeless? The divine. The time is no longer. The paradise already is given. You forget your donkey mind, monkey mind, and rocking mind. The absolute, when the bubble is bursted, What is the bubble busted? This more and more. Mind always want more and more. What does not want more and more? The heart, the absolute. Why? Because it's already made up of wholeness. The mind is always never stop. The mind control over another, control over other country, control better weapon, but it goes on and on and on and on and on unless the call enter the Mahakal. Call means the time enter into the timelessness and not after you die. No, after you bubble the ego. Ego is illusory illusion. What is the illusory illusion? Overthinking, overthinking, desire, desiring. What does not desire? The heart, which already is gifted to you. And that's how the mind is such a illusory, it goes 10 hour, 10 year, 10 million year, 10 billion year, repeat, repeat, repeat. That's how the monkey mind is want the moksha, liberation, freedom. What is the freedom? Who is wanting freedom? The very thinking, the very thinker. The very thinker. Imagine you take a LSD weed, you want anything? No, you are just blown away. But that is just illusory, another illusion. But when you are pure, innocent, then God reside in your heart as you. Tatvam asi, thou art that. All words are gone in the pure silence. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti.